Hey, but what's up? Ultramag64 here, and today, guys, I bring you more of the My Little Pony game from Gameloft. Now, I've got some news stories, I got some episode discussions to talk about, but first, let's go ahead and look at our friends list, because I've decided to start doing that at the start of things, so that way, we don't have to do any awkward transitions or anything like that. So anyway, first up, we have Caring Night. I mean, if you want to get caring at the night, I mean, I guess that's your business, not mine. We've got Sweetie Pants. Not touching that with a 10-foot pole. No, I ain't doing it. And we've got Happy Pants. No. Little Cake, which I actually love little cakes. Like they have those little Debbie cakes. Those little Debbie. Like what are they called? Ding dongs? Is that what they're called? Is that what the little ding dongs are? The ones with the covered in chocolate. I love to like refrigerate those. Those are delicious. Yummy cold, good snacks. And we've got King Star. We've got Princess Star. I mean, I'm glad we have royalty stars in our solar system, I suppose. And then we've got Shining Music. We've got Queen Daisy. Prince Pants. I'm gonna not probably do a whole lot of jokes on these just because apparently I have 54. I don't know how I got that many. But okay. We've got whatever that is. We've got Vera. That's awesome. I mean, that's really cool. But I don't know how you... Like, I gotta wonder if these people are running older versions of the game or something, because, like, I don't feel like that's possible to get that, but I don't know. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, there's no friend code or anything. We've got Derpy Pie, and then apparently I guess we don't have as many as I thought. We got Melina Merabla. Yeah, apparently it's just a whole lot of people beating my high score. Alright. I thought we had more than that. But anyway. So, first bit of news, we've got, I've got a little bit of a preview for the next issues of the My Little Pony. Well, I don't know if they're the next issues. No, wait. Are they? No. Wait, that's 48. We're on 45. So, a couple issues ahead. But apparently the synopsis is going to be a 3-part arc. And it's going to be covering Chaos Theory. Or, well, the first one's titled Chaos Theory. And basically what that's going to be is it's going to be concerning Discord. And when a celestial thingamabob happens with planets and junk, apparently something's going to happen with Discord where he's going to become all order and no chaos. And, okay, I wouldn't mind actually seeing Discord legitimately be unable to do chaotic things. I mean... We've seen it kind of in the past, except not really. Discord's always kind of been this guy who's just like, hey, I'm gonna go do what I want, and he does wacky, crazy things all the time. I think we've rarely ever seen him legitimately like not do anything in that oh so Discord way. One thing I'm interested to see is I'm curious why we haven't gotten. I mean, I guess. It may not have been that popular, because I think they did give it a 2-shot try, and I don't know if maybe it just wasn't as popular as other issues, but I'm surprised we haven't gotten another Equestria Girls title, especially considering the popularity of the Equestria Girls mini dolls and the, well, hopeful popularity of the new movie, which, speaking of that new movie, brilliant transitions from the House of Magnus. Legends of Everfree officially has finished production. It is complete and done. Which is good, because, it's coming out in, October? Yeah, I think it's October. So, I mean, they've got a while to do some PR stuff and all that. But basically, like, production-wise, everything is finished. So everything is done. It's basically ready to roll out to Netflix. So whenever that happens, we'll be here. And I'll be waiting. A lot of people have been asking how I feel about this movie, and I think I've kind of covered it, but you know what, I'll just go over it again, because why not? So, basically, the way I look at this movie is, it seems to be, like, there just doesn't seem to be that much at stake anymore. Like, what's going to be at stake. You can only pull the the balance of two worlds is at stake card so many times. Like in Rainbow Rocks, it was more of the stake of Canterlot High, or Pedestria, whatever you want to call this place. And then in the original, it was really like the stake of two worlds, because Sunset was going to ruin not only this world by taking all the teenagers with little experience in fighting as equines and going to a place with three magical princesses that have almighty power and can raise the sun and moon, and was like, hey, I'm going to take my teenage army and go fight you guys. And that wouldn't have worked out anyway, but regardless, that didn't work out. And then in Friendship Games, we got Midnight Sparkle being all, I'm going to tear a dimensional rip inside the dimensions, across the dimensions, and just kind of wreck shop, and it's going to be a fun old time. And she almost succeeded on that, and that was really, really good. And so I'm just I'm not sure where they can go with this, You can't pull the same hat trick every time, and it not be, get old, it gets stale, I guess. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do, because it's just like, there's not a whole, from what I've seen of the movie, there's not a whole lot at stake. What my guess of what this movie's gonna be is this: the kids are gonna get there and they're gonna be like, oh, some weird stuff's going on, huh? Wonder what's going on. Maybe it's got something to do with this forest thing. And then the new person, I almost said horse, the new person that's been featured in all our marketing, I'm not gonna say who because it's, spoilers. But basically this new person may or may not be connected to that. Maybe they're Gaia Everfree. We just don't know, do we? Gee willikers. And then big misunderstanding happens after the main six finally get all their super duper powers. And, then they go and try and fight the thing. And then they find out, it wasn't actually a problem at all. It was fine. We were encroaching on your turf and whatever. And then bada bing, bada boom, friendship, magic, happy, boom. I just don't know what they could possibly do to make, maybe, I guess, if I had to guess, probably what's going to happen is, the forest is going to start, growing out and start affecting Pedestria, and then, to save the land or whatever, they gotta do stuff. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along. But I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with this, and I'm kind of interested to see maybe they're gonna fight just a force of nature. It's just you can't make me good. You can't make me evil. I'm not good or evil. I'm just doing my thing. I wouldn't mind seeing that, where it's okay, we can't reform this thing because it's not a thing you reform. It's just this force of nature that happens, and we just have to, I don't know, curb it, I guess, which then would bring up probably a whole bunch of other box of worms, probably, because then you'd be like, so we're just kind of preventing the inevitable? Yeah, pretty much we're doing that. So, I don't know, I'm very, very excited to see Legends of Everfree, but I just don't know how good it's going to be. And then we've got, the ponies apparently lost out on the Hugo Awards. Now, if you don't know what the Hugo Awards are, they're basically these awards that are given out for the best fantasy or science fiction. And apparently we lost out on them. So, I mean, what does that mean? Does that mean anything bad? Not really. I mean, it's an award. It would have been nice to have under our hats. I think we lost out on the Annies as well, the animation awards. I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't remember if I saw something on that. But, does that mean that Pony's going down in, say, quality? I might not say that. Granted, not every episode this season has been that strong. There have been some that I would say are weaker than others, but I think that's kind of the case with every TV show, for the most part. There are a few exceptions to that rule, but, I think every TV show has its weaker parts and its stronger bits. And, Pony's no different. But I gotta wonder what we're gonna do for next season, because we lost a lot of the senior staff transitioning to this season. And I don't know. I kind of, for instance, miss M.A. Larson. I actually started reading his Pennyroyal Academy books. I finished the first one. I haven't started the second one yet, but I really enjoyed what I read on the first one. It really shook up the stereotypical fantasy princesses and dragons and knights stuff. And I really enjoyed that book. And I almost miss his writing style. And so I wouldn't mind seeing maybe him come back. And I believe, I think Amy Keaton Rogers, isn't she still working on the Equestria Girls? I'm pretty sure she's still doing that. So I think once that's wrapped up, we might see her return to Pony proper and maybe do like a season and then work on the next Equestria Girls. I just don't know. Or maybe, are they working on... Wait, I think she's working on the MLP seasons, or the MLP movie, I think, the big movie that's coming out next year. I think. I'm not exactly sure. So many people are juggling around so many places, it's hard to keep track sometimes. But, I don't know. I've kind of... If I had to pick, like, if I had to say if the season was weakest or not, I wouldn't say that. I would say that there were a few episodes that were just very, very, like... Oh my gosh, I can see the plot a mile away. But by the same token, there were very many surprises this season. And that's going to transition into talking about this newest episode, The Times They Are a Changling. Or is it changing? I think it's Changling. I'm going to go with Changling because it's punny. But anyway, so full spoilers ahead. So anyway, this episode consisted of Spike finding back up a minute, getting too excited. Spike, Starlight, and, Glim Glam and Twilight Boo are all going to the Crystal Empire. Now, here's the thing that I just don't quite understand with this episode. This is a Spike episode, first and foremost, which is great. Why is Glim Glam there, and why is Twilight Boo there? They don't need to be here. In fact, they serve almost no purpose whatsoever. In fact, I don't even think they serve a purpose in this episode, other than to just be there. They feel very tacked on, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure, I guess I get why, because Spike's still technically a baby, I guess, except he kind of, already went to, Dragon, dumb place thing, Dragon Quest, whatever he went to, on his own anyway. I mean, technically the girls were with him, but he didn't know that. And he survived just fine. So I just don't know if... I mean, it's like the thing with Spike being a baby is it's like, he's not. He's not a baby anymore. Like, seriously, he has grown up so much and developed so much more that you don't need to worry about him, I don't think. At least I don't see that. I don't see that he needs to be worried about. He's a growing dragon, and he's fine. He can take care of himself. Have a little faith in him. But regardless, anyway, they go and go to the Crystal Empire, and they find out, a changeling's been spotted in the area. Oh no, what are we gonna do? And they decide that, hey, what would be perfect for us to do? Sit in the castle and try and find him. And Spike, you know what? You go with the guards, and you'll figure it out. You do it. And lo and behold, Spike finds this changeling and finds out, he's a good changeling. Now, here's the thing that I've kind of, I'm a little apprehensive about. Cool, awesome, he's a good changeling. That's awesome, that's good. It shows that, just because an entire species is kind of evil, doesn't mean they're all evil, I guess. I guess there's a rare breed of bunch or whatever. I don't know. Maybe there's some chemical imbalance in that guy's brain. I don't know. Not gonna pretend to know. But it's just interesting to see, he's one that we know of. He's the only one out of all of them that decided, hey, you know what, this eat and love thing, maybe that's not so kosher. Just a little bit, which is fine. That's fine. I understand. That's really cool. That's good. It's good. I'm glad that they're trying to maybe flesh out the changelings a little bit. And hopefully we get more lore to them. What was really neat was they... I don't know if this is meant to be a callback to actual changelings, but they did reference, I think near the beginning part they were like, well, Flurry Heart's so full of love and stuff, maybe the Changing will come for the baby. And I was like, oh, that's a neat little reference, because, you know, Changelings, traditionally, they would, if memory serves, they would go to newly parents, like the queen would go to a newly parents' house, I believe kill the baby of the king and queen, and then put her own child baby in there and make it take its shape and all that jazz. And then the baby will grow up, you know, nurtured with love, and then I believe kill the parents. That's my rough guesstimation on that, because I don't exactly remember mythology that much. But regardless, anyway, and so what happens next is, you know, everyone's laughing at Spike because he's like, hey, you know, this Changeling, it's cool. It's a cool Changeling. Don't worry about it. He's fine. And they're like, no, that's silly. No, why would there ever be a good Changeling? That doesn't make sense. Spike, you cray-cray. Why are you so cray-cray, boy? And, yeah, lo and behold, they find out that, you know, one thing I will say that, sorry I'm rambling a bit here, but, one thing I will say was interesting was that Shining Armor was like, that's not a funny joke. Like, when they thought he was joking, Shining Armor was like, yeah, nah. Changeling tried to, seduce me and kidnap my wife. Nah, Changelings and I are not gonna be okay. I don't think we're ever gonna be okay. Just, no, that's not cool. And then by the end of it, he's like, yeah, Changelings, they're cool. Yeah, nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Forgive and forget. It's water under the bridge. Water under the bridge, even though you almost ruined my wedding. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And almost got me, you know, seduced into a Changeling slave thing. I don't know what Changeling do with their guys, but whatever. Point is that it's fine. Don't worry about it. So, that's like, basically, like, this episode was really good. I thought, I was afraid with this episode, because, like, it was tackling the Spike the Brave and the Bold type thing, because, you know, Spike saved the Crystal Empire so many times, you know, they kind of regard him as a hero. And I was afraid that they'd be like, oh my gosh, it's Spike the hero, oh man. And then he was going to get a big head and then be like, oh man, I'm the greatest there ever was. I don't have to worry about nothing, yeah. But no, they actually, you know, he stuck his neck out. I mean, granted, it took him a try, because he tried and then he was like, no, never mind, this is a bad idea. I got cold feet, which I can actually understand. When you get into a position of kind of like significant, like people look up to you and people respect you and stuff like that, and since Spike kind of has a back seat to a lot of the action and stuff, it's like, this is wicked important to him. And I can understand where his apprehension would be to be like, I'm about to give all this up and possibly look like a fool, and this is like the only like credible thing I've got. It's like, I can understand the apprehension there, you know? Even when it's like this friend here. And the thing is that he could all be fooling them this entire time. This entire thing could be a charade. And he could just be like, no, I just wanted to get real close to that baby, and I just really wanted you guys to let your guard down and let me feast on that darn baby. Baby meat. Just I'm gonna eat that baby meat. It's good. It's good, sweet meat. But anyway. So that I can understand like his apprehension to it, because it's like, yeah, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Are you gonna risk everything for this guy you just met and barely know, but you just have a good feeling about? Changelings are manipulative by nature, unfortunately. I know that sounds like I'm being like you know, I'm grouping a group together, but it's like, it's kind of their thing. That's kind of how they do things, is that they try and get in your head to make you love them, and then they eat that love, you know? And so I understand it. I understood it. I got it. Good. Cool. But, and then we got a nice song, and what's really neat was that they actually did a very subtle callback to Starlight. And that was really cool. That was another thing I kind of was interested in, is that Starlight really didn't say that much in this episode, and it would have been really neat to say, hey, like if Spike's little song and dance didn't work, like if it wasn't as long and they had a little bit more breathing room, and Spike was like, and, you know, Shining Armor was like, Spike, I understand, like, this Changeling cloud in your mind, you know, you don't understand, you know, you could be under his spell. And, you know, Starlight could have chimed in and been like, hey, wait a minute. I used to be evil, and then Twilight gave me a chance. I used to be in this changeling's kind of position, where it's like I was a bad guy, and now I'm good. I'm good, Although this changing technically was never a bad guy, just raised in a bad home, I guess? Don't know. But regardless, this was a very good episode for Spike. I really, really enjoyed Spike's characterization there, and I really enjoyed it. Felt like Twilight and Glim Glam were a little bit tacked on, but I guess for story purposes they had to be there. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic day. If you want to check out the Bio Point of Game from Gameloft, then there is a link in the description down below. But anyway, guys, I'm UltraMag64, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. If you want to add me on Gameloft's sick, cool friends list thing, then my code is 0145. That's 0145. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye-bye.